So we will continue with that question. As we know that the value of A upon B is equal to 3 upon 5. Here, this ratio is given. This ratio is given. From that, we find out A upon B is equal to 3 upon 5. Yes. Now, from this A upon B, we have to find out this ratio. Yes. So, obviously, we hear the squares. So, make the square of all. Take the square of both sides. What you will get? A square upon B square is equal to 3 square upon 5 square. 3 square is 9, 5 square is 25. But we can see here B square at the first position. So take the invertendo. What? By invertendo. We got numerator as a denominator, denominator as a numerator. Now, next step, B square have a coefficient 1. Yes, B square have a coefficient 1 and A square have a coefficient 2. So B square should be multiplied with 1 and A square should be multiplied with 2. So we will multiply both sides by 1 upon 2. So 1 into B square is a B square, 2 into A square is a 2 square. For the same to the right side. What is the right side? 25 upon 9. Multiply it with 1 upon 2 because we are multiplying left side by 1 upon 2. So we have to multiply it to the right side also. So what will be the right side? 1 into 25 is the 25. 2 into 9 is the 18. Now here we got a ratio of B square upon 2A square is equal to 25 upon 18. Now we will apply the componendo dividendo. Because one time we need a addition, one time needed a subtraction. So by componendo dividendo. So B square plus 2A square upon B square minus 2A square. This is the left side. Now right side is 25 plus 18 upon 25 minus 18. Okay. So what is the right value? 25 plus 18 is 43. 25 minus 18 is 7. Okay. But here we got numerator in a addition and denominator in a subtraction. But question, in the question you can see what we need, numerator subtraction. तो हम इसका क्या करेंगे? Invertendo again. Okay. So by taking the invertendo, here we got the subtraction and here we got the addition. B square minus 2A square upon B square plus 2A square, 7 upon 43 is the answer. I hope you all understood how to find out the given things. Yes, one big ratio is given to us. From that we find out A upon B, and whatever we need, squares we need, so we take the squares. As we need the B square at the first side, so we take the invertendo. Then the coefficients are different, so multiplied it properly 1 upon 2 on the both sides. Then we need addition and subtraction, so we take the componendo dividendo, but afterward we need subtraction upside, so we take the invertendo at the last. So here we got the last answer. Answer is 7 upon 43. So I hope you understood these things. So like this, you have to find out the values given from the ratio. Okay. Now this question, fourth question, is somewhat different. Somewhat different. Okay. So here we have to find out the value of x. This whole equation is given in the form of x. Solve the following equation. Solve means find out the value of x. How will you find out? Now this question is given. Here you can see in the numerator quadratic equations. Quadratic equation is what? x square plus 12x minus 20 upon 3x minus 5 is equal to x square plus 8x plus 12 upon 2x. These two ratios are equal. We have to find out the value of x. To find out the value of x, we have to cut some terms. To cut some terms. अगर हमें कट करना है कुछ, if you want to cut something, it should be same. अगर +4 -4 रहेंगे तो ही हम उसे कट कर सकेंगे. We have to just want the same, the different sign. So how will you find out the same terms? How will you get the same terms with a different sign? For that, what we have to do? Just look at here in the denominator. 3x minus 5 and numerator. 12x minus 20. Now, if you multiply 3 by 4, you will get 12x. And if you multiply 5 by 4, you will get 20. Now, the denominator by 4, you will get same as the numerator. Getting? Just look at on a screen and concentrate over there. Now the right on 2x plus 3. Now suppose I am multiplying this denominator by 4. What you will get? 4 into 2x, 8x. 4 into 3, 12. It will be same. So the next step, the first step, multiplying by 1 upon 4. Multiplying by 1 upon 4. So we are multiplying left side and right side by 1 upon 4. 1 into numerator, so numerator as it is, that is x square plus 12x minus 20. Now denominator is multiplying by 4, means 4 into 3x is 12x minus 4 into 5 is 20. Same for the right side. 1 into numerator, that is x square plus 8x plus 12 upon denominator is 4 into 2x, 8x, 4 into 3, 12. Now here you can see we got the same. Yes, we got them same. Now we can cut them. By what? By taking the dividendo. Dividendo is a subtraction. So sign will change. So by dividendo. Okay, so numerator minus denominator. So numerator in the first bracket and minus denominator, and denominator adds as it is. Then same for the right side, numerator minus denominator and denominator at the same place. Yes, clear, understood? Okay, as we are doing subtraction by dividendo, sign will change. Yes, what will be the sign? Now first bracket as it is in the last step here. First bracket as it is, that is x square plus 12x minus 20, and before the second bracket minus sign is there. So minus 12x minus minus plus 20 upon 12x minus 20. Now the right side. From the right side, first bracket as it is, x square plus 8x plus 12 minus 8x minus plus minus 12. तो यहाँ पे चाहिए था minus 12. So here should be minus. Okay. Now you can see just in the numerator sign will change. 12 plus 12x minus 12x minus 20 plus 20 cut. Then plus 8x minus 8x plus 12 minus 12 cut. What is remaining? X square upon 12x minus 20, x square upon 8x plus 12. Getting? This much is remaining. Okay. Now as we wanted to find out the value of x, suppose we are considering x is a 0. Okay, first of all, we are not just finding out directly the value, but we are putting out the value of x as a 0. Just check it. Now for x is equal to 0, the equation is evidently satisfied. Yes, is satisfied. Just look at here. When we put x equal to 0, what we get? X square means 0 square upon 12x. 12x means 0 minus 20 is equal to 0 upon plus 12. Yes, and 0 upon 20, so the answer is 0. Means whenever we are putting x is equal to 0, we got the one of the solution. मतलब एक x is equal to 0 may be the solution. Okay, because both sides will be get, we got 0 as it is. When we put x is equal to 0, left and right side both are 0. That means x may be the solution. X is equal to 0 is one of the solution. Now we will find out the next value. अगर एक solution x is equal to 0 है, मतलब एक बार x की वैल्यू 0 है. एक टाइम हम ऐसे भी सोच सकते हैं, you got the answer x is equal to 0 because left and right side are equal when we put x is equal to 0. Okay, so x is equal to 0 is one of the solution. Now what about the next solution? X is equal to 0 is not one solution only. The x value will be another value, x values are others also. So what we have to do next? For the next, we are not putting x not equal to 0 because already we took here x is equal to 0. For the next time, we are not considering as a 0. That means x square also not equal to 0. So divide this whole equation by x square. Okay. So if we divide first equation by x square, what we get? 1 upon 12x minus 20 is equal to second equation also divide by x square. You get 1 upon 8x plus 12. Now do the cross multiplication. What you will get? 8 12x minus 20. This is multiplied by this and this one is multiplied by this. Wait. You may get cross multiplication, but they're both sides. 8 into this one means 8x plus 12 is equal to 12x minus 20. Means right side and left side both are equal. So here, now take the x terms on a left side. So it is 12x minus 8x, this 8x over here, and plus 12, this minus 20 on the right side, it will be plus 20. So 12x minus 8x, it is 4x. 12 plus 20, it is 32. So x is equal to 32 by 4. So x is equal to 8. Okay. Now, as we consider x is equal to 0, that is one of the solution, and second solution we got x is equal to 8. So these are the solution of the given equation. So we solve them. Getting? We solve them. How we solve them? Just take a recap of this. As we have this bigger equation, quadratic equation, so we have to cut the sum terms. To cut the sum terms, need the terms in a with the different sign, same terms with a different sign. So make them same. How will you make them same? By multiplying 1 upon 4. So you got denominator and numerator sum terms with the same. Now change their sign. How will you change their sign? By taking the dividendo. By taking the dividendo, we got the same sign, sorry, different sign. As we got the different sign, we can easily cut them. What we have at the last? We have at the last this much, x square upon 12x minus 20, x square upon 8x plus 12. Now firstly, we will just put the x is equal to 0. As we are putting x is equal to 0, that because of x is equal to 0, right and left sides are equal. That's why x is equal to 0 is one of the solution. Now to find out the second solution, we have to divide both sides by x square. What we get? 1 upon 12x minus 20 is equal to 1 upon 8x plus 12. Do the cross multiplication. Take the x terms on the left side and constant terms on the right side. So we got 4x is equal to 32. So x is equal to 8. So first solution is 0 and second solution is 8. So I hope till here it is clear. Yes, students, till it is clear. Okay. Just follow the steps, and what you have to do, I told you in a simple way. Okay. Now next. Now here the 4 point is completed. So we will start with the 4.4, but before that, one concept is there before 4.4. The concept is about theorem on equal ratios. Theorem on equal ratios. So you can see here one theorem on equal ratios. If the two ratios are equal, just look at here, A upon B is equal to C upon D. Then A upon B is equal to A plus C upon B plus D is equal to C upon D. This property is called theorem upon equal ratio. Now you can see here, you will just thinking about what is this? A upon B is equal to A plus C upon B plus D is equal to C upon D. Whenever the ratios are equal, we can consider them with a K. We can consider them as a K. So as we consider A upon B is equal to K, and same for C upon D is equal to K. So you got A is equal to B into K and C is equal to D into K. These two. Okay. B is in the denominator. On the next side, it is in a multiplication. So A is equal to BK and C is equal to DK. So this funda we have to use in the next exercise. When the two ratios are equal, consider them as a K. Because both are equal, so they may have the particular value, that is K. Okay, K. Then we can add the numerators. This theorem is not, this theorem will not be asked in any question, in a question paper, but for understanding it is given on a slide. So you have to just understand, we can consider the two ratios are equal. They must be equal to K. Before that, this is given only, but the basic concepts which are very much important, I am telling you now. What are that? The important concepts are, suppose the questions are given, that is 2 upon 4 and 3 upon 6 and 4 upon 8. You can see here this all the ratios, 1 upon 2 upon 4, 3 upon 6, 4 upon 8. These all are equal. Why they are equal? Because all values are 1 upon 2. Just look at here, 4 ones are 4, 4 twos are 8, 3 ones are 3, 3 twos are 6, 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4. All are equal. Yes. So they 2 upon 4, if you call 3 upon 4, 2 upon 4, 3 upon 6, 4 upon 8, all are equal. Because their simplest form are equal to 1 upon 2. Now if these all ratios are equal, if you add them, that means if you add the numerators only, what you get? Just tell me what you will get. 2 plus 3, 5, 5 plus 4, 9. 4 plus 6, 10, 10 plus 8, 18. Again, 9 ones are 9, 9 twos are 18. When the equal ratios are there, what you get? If you add them, you will get the same answer. Now you can subtract them. We will subtract them now. Means 2 minus 3 minus 4, 4 minus 6 minus 8. Just look at here, the answer is 1 upon 2 or not. Now 2 minus 3 is minus 1, minus 1 minus 4, it is minus 5. 4 minus 6 is minus 2, minus 2 minus 8, it is minus 10. Numerator minus denominator minus cut, 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10. Again we got the same answer. Means when the equal ratios are given, we can apply one of the operation on them. It may be addition, subtraction, multiplication, division also. Yes, not division, but we can apply the division also, but in the another manner. But simply we can do the addition, subtraction, multiplication. Still, we will get the same answer, that is 1 upon 2 for this question. I'm talking about this question. Okay. So this is the theorem on equal ratio. Okay. If you're just asking me about the multiplication, I'm telling you how it will be multiplication. Now just look at here. 2 upon 4 is given. And if I want to multiply this term by 2, what I'll get? 2 into 3, 6. And 6 into 2, 12. Again, add these all ratios. What you will get? Here you got 12. And here you got 24 addition. So again 12 ones are 12, 12 twos are 24. 1 upon 2. 1 upon 2. So getting, if the ratios are equal, we can apply the operations on same on the numerator and denominators. Okay. So this funda we have to use in a 4.4. Okay. Now here the first question on this basis of the equal theorem on equal ratios. You can see here x upon 7 is equal to y upon 3. X upon 7 is equal to y upon 3. Now is equal to 3x plus 5y. 3x plus 5y means this x is multiplied by 3 and this y is multiplied by 5. As numerator x is multiplied by 3, so denominator 7 is also multiplied by 3. As numerator y is multiplied by 5, so denominator 3 is also multiplied by 5. Getting? So 3x plus 5y. So here we are doing the same thing. 3x plus 5y. So 3 into 7 plus 5 into 3. Okay, 3 into 7 plus 5 into 3. 3x upon 3 into 7, 5y upon 5 into 3. X and here y upon 3 and here it is 7. As x is multiplied by 3, 7 is also multiplied by 3. As y is multiplied by 5, this 5 is also multiplied by 5. Now 3 into 7, it is 21. Addition is there, so numerator addition, so denominator also in a addition. So what you will get? 3x plus 5y upon 3 into 7 plus 5 into 3. So what is that? 21 plus 15. So it is 36. Okay. Now the same. Next. Ab next kya diya hai? 7x minus 9y. So we have a ratio y upon 3. So what is given? 7x. So numerator is multiplied by 7. So denominator also multiply by 7. Now 9. 9 into y. So denominator also multiply by 9. And which operation is given in the numerator? Minus. So denominator also minus. Now 7x minus 9. So 7 sevens are 49 minus 9 threes are 27. So 7x minus 9y is equal to upon 22. So in this manner, you have to find out the answer. Yes, if the numerator or sometimes denominator is given, you can find out the answer. I hope you understood how to find it out. Just check numerators are multiplied by which coefficient. Do the same thing with the denominators. Yes, these are the operations on equal theorem on equal ratio. If you are multiplying the numerator by 3, multiply the denominator also by 3. If you are multiplying the numerator by 7, multiply the denominator with 7. And if the numerator's addition is there, take the denominator's addition. Okay. So I hope you understood this much. Okay. Now, second question. 5m minus 9. 5m minus n is equal to 3m plus 4n. Then find the values of the following expression. Now, how can you directly find it out? M square up plus n square, m square minus n square. Directly कैसे find out करोगे? इसके लिए तो हमें ratio चाहिए m upon n. So we will find it out that one. Just write down whatever is given. What is given? Phi m minus n is equal to 3m plus 4n. Now the m terms on a left side, n terms on a right side. So phi m minus 3n and 4n plus n. Okay, as we change the sign, so terms sign will also change. Okay, so 3m, phi m minus 3m is equal to 2m, 4n plus n, it is phi n. Now just take the ratio m upon n, this n in a multiplication on the right side, on the left side it is in a division. So m upon n, so this 2 is in a multiplication, so on the right side it is in a division. So phi upon 2. Here we got the ratio m upon n is equal to phi upon 2. As we got the proper ratio, we can find it out this one. Okay, how will you find it out? We need here squares. So take the square, simple. Phi square is 25. 2 square is 4. Now here we got m square upon n square is equal to 25 upon 4. Now by componendo dividendo, because in a question addition and subtraction, numerator is addition, denominator is subtraction. So apply the componendo dividendo, means m square plus n square upon m square minus n square. The same componendo divido to the right side, 25 plus 4 upon 25 minus 4. So m square plus n square upon m square minus n square is equal to 25 plus 4 is 29, 25 minus 4 is equal to 21. So this is the answer. Okay, so I hope you understood this much. Yes, yes. Till here anybody is having any doubt? Okay. Four point four, the first question. How do you not understand? Simple it is given. Simple it is given. What is given? It is given x upon 7, yes, and y upon 3. And you have to find out the answer. You have to find out the answer, that is 3x plus 5y. How will you find it out? That is your presence of mind. That is your presence of mind, which property you have to use at that time. Yes. This x is multiplied by 3. So as we are multiplying the numerator by 3, denominator also by 3. As we y multiplied by 5, so denominator also multiplied by 5. What you will get? 3x upon 21, 5y upon 15. Yes, 15. Now numerator addition is there, 3x plus 5y. So add the denominators also, 21 plus 15. What you will get? 3x plus 5y upon, this answer is 36. Done. Move with the flow. What is given? X is multiplied by 3, numerator. So multiply the denominator also by 3. If numerator is multiplied by 5, denominator also multiply by 5. As addition is given in the numerator, so add the denominators also. Just simple. Okay? Clear? Okay, fine. So we will move to the next question. Now here we have a third question. That third question, from the third question, I think only 2 sub questions are there. Remaining third, fourth and fifth are deleted from the portion. Just take a note. Question 3 that I am taking now. From this question, sub questions only first and second are there. Third, fourth and fifth are deleted. Okay. Okay, just look at here. Solve if 3 ratios we have. X upon 3x minus y minus z is equal to y upon 3y minus z minus x is equal to z upon 3z minus x minus y. And x plus y plus z is not equal to 0. Their addition is not equal to 0. Then show that the value of each equal ratio is equal to 1. We have to just show that this all ratio value is equal to 1. So we know that these are equal ratios. They already told that equal ratio. So all we know that I told you about the theorem. Just consider the equal ratio is equal to k. So we consider them as a k. Okay. So by theorem on equal ratio, we can add them. We can add them, we can subtract them, we can multiply them also. Yes. So we are going to add here. Why we are adding? When we add the numerators, what we get? X plus y plus z, and denominators, when we add them, some things will cut because all numbers are in a subtraction. Yes. So add the numerators and denominators. When we add the numerators, we got x plus y plus z upon 3x minus y minus z plus 3y minus z minus x plus 3z minus x minus y. Now the next step, यहाँ पे एक next step लिखते हैं, x plus y plus z is the numerator. Now denominator 3x as it is. Now just look at here, minus x means minus 2x. Okay, 3x as it is, minus x, 1 minus x, second minus x, minus 2x. Now 1 minus y, second minus y, that means minus 2y. 1 minus z, second minus z, that is minus 2z. Okay, then here given plus 3y plus 3z. Okay, now 3x minus 2x, x plus y plus z, numerator as it is. Now the denominator 3x minus 2x, x, 3y minus 2y plus y, 3z minus 2z plus z. So numerator and denominator both are same. If you cut them, you got the answer 1. Getting? Understood? This is very much simple. If you are taking it hardly, so it looks very much hard. I think the questions on equal ratio are very much simple. Okay, and if you are asking about which property we have to use, so I told you, when the numerator and denominator, we just wanted to find out the value of x, what you have to do first? Cut the sum terms. To cut the sum terms, we have to multiply sum with the sum number. As we multiply, we got the same answer. To cut them, we take a dividendo because sign will change. अगर हमने साइन चेंज कर लिया, वी कैन कट देम इजीली. इस तरीके से आपको करना है. अगर इसके पहले का क्वेश्चन अगर आप देखते हो, दिस वन, 5m minus n is equal to 3m plus 4n, and we have to find out mn. So find out the ratio first, this much. Then square is needed, take the square. Then we need plus and minus, so componendo dividendo. In that property, we get plus minus sign. So use that one. Simple it is. Okay. Now the next question, this, I think we will just wait. This question will take a time, so we'll take it tomorrow. Just let me check. So till here, I hope you understood all. Now I am taking some questions now also for a revision, so it will be get clear more. Okay.